Okay, got it. Okay, got it fixed. Okay, I didn't see that. Sorry about that. I didn't notice the sound was off. Okay, so sorry about that. It's an encrypted show. Sorry about that. So there's sound now. And welcome. So what I was saying was, what I was saying is that, as you can see, I'm fine, I'm well. No need for drama, no need for any, guesswork and 10 million drugs you want to suggest to me and all that is it's not important anymore or at all. And I want to explain, what I experienced, and I don't have to enhance it. It's just what it is, and then you can judge for yourself, and you see if it's worth doing whatever they want to do to you. So anyway, yes, I am. Thank you. I am well, and although I am well, I still have a little bit of cough and such and runny nose that apparently will last for a while. So I got my like tissue paper here because that's gonna last for a while. It's been like a little over a week. So yeah, so we're gonna experience that. Okay, I keep adjusting the volume up here, but I don't want it to be too loud. Okay, greetings from Texas. Hello, Mama Goo. So I'm 3 days in with COVID, my first time. So I'm gonna tell you some interesting facts, and you can judge for yourself. But I know what I had. I tested. I got a home kit, and I tested positive. And interestingly enough, I actually did not find who passed it on because no one was sick around me. All the people I was with, two groups of people sailing actually, and none of them were sick. And I did not pass on the infection, in my household. So nobody else got it. I don't know who else had it since no one I knew had it, but I got it. And ain't any fun. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to wish it on you. It was very, very painful. I'll tell you all of that, AKA, because, that's what we're told to do. So Mad Bika said, I got to do this, do that. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. About the most that I did was take some Tylenol and lots of tea, Tylenol and tea. And I knew I wasn't going to die, but I'm going to tell you, it was very, very painful. Very, very painful. So what I got, uh, by the way, I'll tell you all the symptoms and everything because it's interesting. Uh, what I got was Omicron BA5. So the classic symptoms of Omicron BA5 are swollen glands. So I had very swollen glands here. I had a very bad sore throat, and I had body ache. Um, the body ache was so bad that every time I cough, my whole chest was like, it's like so much lactic acid that the pain just spread all over my chest. It was very, very um, painful. Very, very painful. So, just to tell you the sequence here, by the way, this is the second time I've gotten COVID. I got COVID last January. And last January, when I got COVID, I got the Omicron, the first one, the original Omicron, which I believe would have been BA4, if I remember. We'll get into that, sassy dough. I am not anti-vax, as I told you many times before. So, um, so I had COVID in January. This is from my household now, and it passed on to the rest of us. And nobody in my household got any symptoms. Nobody. There were no symptoms. We just tested positive with no symptoms. This was in January. And that was the original Omicron. So that's not the variant I got today. So just to make it clear, yes, as of January, I was vaccinated and boosted. That was as of January. As of recently, I'm double boosted, boosted twice. Okay? So if you're going to come to me and tell me that, oh, you are protected by the vaccine, well, obviously that's false. First of all, I was never protected from Omicron, the first one, even though I was vaccinated and boosted. And now with a second booster, I got the worst of it. There's some, some channels that talk about that actually the ones who are not fully vaccinated are the ones who don't experience much symptoms. It's the ones who are vaccinated the most get the most symptoms. So this is very, very strange. So anyway, yeah, so I'm fully vaccinated, boosted, and there was zero protection from it. There was no way to prevent this. So, yeah. And then I read in the news, the only protection you can get from this is to get yourself fully vaccinated. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. So, I'm a follower here. I'm telling you, I'm not anti-vax. So I said, okay, let me follow the rules, but at least let's put some truth in the rules. So the rules are obviously false. So yeah, it doesn't matter how many times you get boosted or vaccinated. That has no protection whatsoever from Omicron Ba5 and Omicron Ba4. So the Ba4 is the less severe one. The severity of the symptoms on Ba5 is a lot more because it has that very bad sore throat. When you get it, to be honest, it's nothing. In fact, the first day that I got it, so the first symptom that I felt was so it's 7 days ago now. So let's see, Monday, 8 days ago. So last Monday, I started to feel like my body was fighting something in my throat because my glands were starting to swell up. But nothing. I thought that my body was winning. I said, oh, maybe the vaccination was doing something. And then by the next day, it just started to swell up, and it was very, very painful. And I was coughing and coughing, and the coughing was very, very painful. I was very weak, and I was not able to function. So yeah, I basically shut down for 5 days. So 5 days of no activity. I couldn't do anything. So yeah. So anyway, the point is, it's just crazy when you go around and say, oh, the best protection is to get vaccinated. And the fact of the matter is, the ones who are not fully vaccinated did not see the kind of severity of symptoms that I did with BA5. So it's actually even not true, about the seriousness of the infection. And that's because each variant is different. So they're like telling you news from the last infection, not the current variant. And so with the current variant, you're like, there's no protection. So anyway, when you get it, and you're all going to get it. I'm going to be frank with you, you're all going to get it. Like all of you probably got the original Omicron, and you probably built antibodies against it, but the problem is when you get your antibodies, it's not going to do much good because for whatever reason, it can be you can have a breakthrough with BA5. So BA5 is going to get you, and some of you will have symptoms like mine, some of you will not. So those who get the symptoms like mine, who cares? Yes, it's painful. Yes, it's painful. But you know it's just a sucking sore throat. Not going to kill you. Yeah, I don't wish it on you. I do not wish it on you. And I was concerned about who I passed it on to and who passed it on to me. I don't know where it came from because somebody must have been a carrier with no symptoms because no one I knew was sick and no one that I got in contact with got sick. So they passed on. They were carriers and they were all vaccinated. Yes, every single person I was in contact with was vaccinated fully with boosting. Yes, because it was a requirement where I go. That was required. So anyway, yeah, I got all that, and it's just it's amazing how the society has been turned because of this. And as it turns out, what's the point? It's like, go get it. You get it, it's not a big deal. Okay, yeah, it's painful. Yeah, I know. The first time I got it, no symptoms. So is it a big deal? No. Yeah, it is painful. Is it a big deal? Not really. I mean, I didn't have any difficulty breathing. That's because that is not the symptom of BA5. That is not the symptom of BA5. BA5. Don't program your believers. What do you want me to program? I'm just telling you what it is. Oh, you don't like, so you're going to hit dislike because I got COVID? What do you want me to tell you? Did you want me to tell you that vaccination is going to help you? Well, obviously that's not true. Because I'm vaccinated. Get hit twice. Okay? I got hit twice by COVID. Fully vaccinated. So, got hit twice. So, symptoms, from what I understand, can start after 3 to 4 days of exposure. I don't know. I've seen the first time we got Omicron, the symptoms were pretty much immediate, next day. So you're saying the shot doesn't work? Yes, obviously not, Paul Duke. But it's not. The thing is, does it protect you against the original COVID? That's really the question. The original COVID was a dangerous one. The new COVID isn't that dangerous. The current COVID, the one that's the BA5, is not that dangerous. So, can we just move on with life now? Can we just move on with life? It's not that dangerous. It's like, so you get a flu. It's not even a dangerous flu. I got a sore throat. I didn't even get a fever. I've been scammed with what? It doesn't matter what you think, Sassy Doe. The fact is, I got sick. The vaccines didn't help. You can make your own conclusions. I didn't. I'm not here to make statements about anything. I'm not here to make any judgments. Okay, no judgments about anything. I'm just telling you the truth. The truth is, I'm vaccinated. I'm boosted. I got it twice. Okay, one time without symptoms, second time with a lot of symptoms. And you're saying, I should take this and that. Why? Why do I need to take all of these drugs for sore throat? I didn't take anything. I mean, I wanted to get rid of the pain, so I took Tylenol. But beyond that, why do I need to take anything? Do you think the vaccine sucked you? Insistent mind, you judge for yourself. Oh, I'm just telling you it didn't work. I mean, judge for yourself. Yeah, so, I'm not here to judge for you. You can judge for yourself. I didn't do anything. I didn't take anything. I think I took vitamin D at the last day. And did I need it? I have no idea. But, you know, somebody suggested it and I took it, and somebody suggested some zinc, and I had some zinc lozenges. I took it. Did that make any difference? I have no idea because it was the last day. It was already getting better. Yeah. So, did I get long COVID? No, I have not gotten long COVID. So what I got was uh, the BA5, the symptoms that they define for the BA5. So BA5 was uh, swollen glands, sore throat, cough, and then just muscle fatigue, and mostly in my chest. So did I have difficulty breathing? No. Did I think it was dangerous? No, because I can breathe just fine. Was there any issue that I had to worry about? No. Did I get concerned and say, I got to go see a doctor and get some medicine? No. Did I ever think I needed to be hospitalized? No. Just don't take the jab. It doesn't matter. I already got, 4 jabs. I've been jabbed 4 times. I'm just telling you the result of the 4 jabs. Okay, I've been jabbed 4 times, and I'm just telling you what it is. The result is nothing. It didn't help. Did not help. 4 jabs. So again, some of you are anti-vax, which Google knows, by the way. They got you in a little map. So yeah, Google, I'm vaxxed. I'm already well, Shaft. Thank you. So yeah, you know what I did on, so about the 5th day, so I got, my first day of symptoms was Monday, and then Friday I was well. By Saturday I did a sailing video. How about that? I felt good enough to do a sailing video on Saturday. I actually sailed by myself. And I felt, physically very good. In fact, I did a lot of work on Friday. So when I woke up Friday, it was like I knew by midday Friday it was completely gone. So 4 jabs. Wow, Bill Gates scrambled your DNA now. It's like so yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I'm just telling you that I'm not the one resisting the jabs, but the question is, do the jabs help? And yeah, so for me it didn't work at all. Twice. So when they tell you that you get protection from the jabs, the answer is obviously not. Maybe they were designed to protect against the original long COVID, but it doesn't protect you against anything new. The new variants, zero protection. So do you want to go through this cycle again where everyone tells you what to do and we wear a mask and do all this? I love wearing a mask, by the way. I just want to make sure you understand. I love to wear a mask. Yes, I'm pro-mask. Why am I pro-mask? It's great in the car for facial recognition. Great in the car for facial recognition. I'm in the car, and so many cameras around here. And yeah, so I have an excuse. I can say, hey, got to wear a mask even in the car by myself. I got to wear a mask in the car by myself. Because, I could get COVID. Could get COVID from myself. So I better mask myself so I don't give myself COVID. So yeah, I'm okay with the mask. No problem with the mask. The more I mask, the better it is for me. But For COVID, come on, this is like we overdo a lot of this, and it's, you know, I don't know where some of you are like really strongly anti-vax, and I see some of these comments that are like so anti-vax, and then some of you are probably looking at me like saying, "It's not true. You're being protected by this." Yeah, I follow that. Just want to make sure you understand. I follow that. I follow the YouTube formula. You need to get vax. You need to get boosted. You are not officially considered vax unless you're fully boosted for what they offer you. So I did everything that the government says I should do, and it proves it doesn't work. Of course, I've been fooled, but of course I've been fooled, but would you rather I don't tell you? So, yeah, so you're supposed to get immunity, like you said. You get. So I already got Omicron in January. And I got, I vaccinated and boosted in January, and so in theory, then I should have built some antibodies and all that, and it didn't work. It did not work, and and here I'm telling you that the symptoms were quite bad. I had. So one of the things they tell you is that if you get yourself boosted and vaccinated, you're not going to get any bad symptoms. Wrong. Wrong. The problem is not the tech. The problem is the people behind it. Why are they so desperate for 100% compliance? Exactly. Well, I'm not going to go. You can kind of analyze this for yourself. I'm just telling you what the facts are, because if I overspeak this, I'm going to get banned. So yeah, we'll talk about it in the second half, because I'm probably banned. I'm shadow banned. So, but as far as I'm concerned, it is what it is. I follow the rules. I was told to do X, Y, Z. I did that. I was told I got to go someplace and show my Zucking ID with my, my vaccination card. Angrily, I showed that, very angrily, and the problem is we accept this and we don't complain. And fact of the matter is, it's not true. Why test? Why not test? Who cares? Just a test. Why test? Why not test? What's your issue if I test or don't test? I don't eat the test. I don't eat the test. The test, takes your fluid and you test it externally. I'm brainwashed. What am I brainwashed with? I'm telling you what the story is. Please don't wear the mask. I want to wear the mask, but not for COVID. Test equals tracking. No, up above, it's a home test. Nobody ever saw the test but me. Come on, up above, makes sense. No, I did not report the test. The test is not reported. Nobody knows I tested positive twice. It's a home test. The test is rigged. It doesn't matter. Only I know what the test is. So what? Hello, Jay. What's your issue with the home test that doesn't get reported anywhere? Home tests are bad news. Why are they bad news? Why are they good news? They're nothing. It's just a test. What is on the test? It's just it's a test for some PCR. It's a PCR test, so you can see all the PCR marks. Who cares where the home test was manufactured? I don't even know where it came from. It's probably the government one. The one government gave. The one that Biden sent to us. Okay, so the home test probably gave the variant. No, I didn't touch the test until I got the COVID. Come on, guys. Some of you are like, My goodness, some of the conspiracy theories here is like really weird. Your case is mild? No, it was not mild. What are you talking about? There was nothing mild about it. If if you felt my playing hockey rules, hockey rules? How are you doing, buddy? But how can you claim it to be mild? It's not long COVID. I would say it's a pretty severe case of Omicron BA5. It was a very bad case of that. Very bad. So you need reprogramming. Why do I need reprogramming? I like the home test. Why do you like the home test? I wonder if the phones have the virus. We have inalienable but the vaccines gave you some help? No. No. What help did the virus what help did the vaccine give me? I've been boosted twice. Gave me nothing. I was boosted twice. I'm just telling you what the facts are, guys. Some of you are coming from all over the place. You know, the anti-jabbers are being extreme, and the other people are like, it's just I'm just the facts, ma'am. Just the facts. Fact is, I am vaccinated and boosted. I don't care what you think about it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you think about it. The fact of the matter is I got vaccinated and boosted, and I got it. I got it with pretty bad symptoms for that variant. Okay, so if the jab works, the jab didn't work. What are you talking about? The jab did not work. It isn't that obvious? I got it twice already. So yes, it did not work twice. So, there are no variants. Well, come on, that doesn't make any sense. You're saying there's no flu variants either? Flus have variants, so why would this be any different? Obviously, if you study anything about microbiology, there will be variants. It's just natural part of nature. So, how do you think you got it? I don't know how I got it. So obviously somebody passed it on to me. Why are you so obedient? Well, why? I'm an older guy, so I said, okay, don't have anything to lose here. Let me just follow the rules, as long as I have no problem with it. And the reason I have no problem with it is because my mother has had no reaction whatsoever. She was first. My mother got the vaccine first, and she didn't have any reaction to it whatsoever. In fact, she hasn't gotten any infection so far. So at least I have some DNA basis to say, okay, well, if my mother didn't get anything, then, or there's no negative effect for her, then likely there's no negative effect for me. I can't say that for all of you, but in my case, I didn't take it myself first. My mother took it first. Okay, so there's no cure. Yeah, at the moment there's no cure. Okay, yeah. So what I'm saying is it's a false statement to say that somehow, you need to be fully vaccinated. Because if you see the environment I'm in, this is California, and buildings and organizations have rules. You can't even walk into any building unless you prove you're vaccinated. You can't go to school. You can't do all universities, all colleges, all high schools. Everything requires you to be fully vaccinated, or you don't get in. So, yeah. So this is the California system here. We are stuck in a system where we're forced to, and I'm telling you, you're forced to, and nothing good happened. So nothing. So Okay, so I'm out of time with this section here, and I'm going to continue with the Q&A, and we can continue some more if you have questions. But the fact of the matter is, just in summary, I've gotten COVID twice, one with no symptoms, second one with very bad symptoms, but not deadly. And I am boosted and vaccinated. In fact, I got my second booster fairly recently. And yeah, so anyway, point is, yeah, there's no protection. So I don't care what they say. The fact of the matter is, they know there's no protection. They do not know. They do not know if the severity is impacted by the vaccine or not. They do not know. In fact, it may be the opposite. What they do know is that if you get the first Omicron, the BA.4, you likely will get BA.5. Ergo, they lied to you. They do know. Well, yeah, you can make that statement. You can make that statement. So anyway, that's not the point of my channel. I'm not here to defend or not defend. That's not what this channel is all about. I'm just making sure you know, and you can judge for yourself. I just want to make sure you know. So I don't want to get into it beyond that. We will continue, but let me just take a short break here to tell you about my sponsor. My sponsor, by the way, is Linode. And Linode, in case you didn't know, handles servers. So if you want a server in the cloud, they're a cloud provider. So you can have a server, you can run your own server for a website, you can run your own WordPress, you can run your own database, you can run your own Jitsi, XMPP server, email, whatever you want. And if you're looking for a service that will do cloud for you, especially with Linux servers, well, guess what? Linode is the best, not just with pricing. Their pricing is amazing. In fact, they are the cheapest that I know of. And they're also the best in service. So they have recently been purchased by Akamai, but nothing has changed internally. I'm still getting the same service. It's still the same good company and good people. So anyway, I recommend Linode to all of you looking for servers, especially if you want to practice with Linux, and just use the code linode.com/RobBraxman, and they'll give you a $200 credit you can spend in 2 months. Okay. Okay, so now we'll continue with your questions here, and we can get into tech questions as well. I'm of course, quite upset with the stuff that we went through in the last couple of years plus. And the fact that I had to check IDs. I'm still subject to this day. I go to my club, and at the club I gotta go wear a mask, show my vax card, and do all this, and it's very irritating. It's very, very irritating, and so yeah, so we waste time doing this, because people don't want to die. So they think, well, we're going to die from COVID, but fact of the matter is, the deadly COVID is not here now. The variant that we have is no longer deadly to begin with. And why are we overdoing this? I just I don't think we need to overdo this. Don't get the jab. Well, I'm not going to make any statement. Get the jab, don't get the jab. You're still going to get it though. Okay? That's whether you get the jab or not. May not hurt you as far as the jab is concerned, but not going to help you. You're still going to get it. So if you think that you got jabbed, you're going to be immune from getting getting COVID. Sorry about that. Sorry. The bad news is you're still going to get it. So just accept it. You're going to get it. Don't worry about it. Move on. Let's worry about privacy now. Don't use an antivirus. Move back to America. I am in America. I was never deadly in 99%. It was never deadly. That's correct, James. That's correct. First of all, it was supposed to be deadly for the old people. So, in theory, then they should have vaccinated the old people, and then the rest say, okay, if you want to get vaccinated or not, it's up to you, because, we're protecting the old people. Because otherwise, it's not really... Some of the stuff that they say, oh, you're more contagious if you're not vaxxed, which is completely untrue. Completely untrue. Okay, twice now. And I've only been exposed to people who are vaccinated. Twice. Okay? So it's not true. So, if it were true, it would be a different story, but it's not true. They actually don't know. We need open source medical records and virology. The injunction is the real injection and say. What the heck does that mean? Okay. Your theory is wrong. I have no theory, Sassy Doe. Some of you anti-vaxxers are making up theories that I'm supposedly stating to you. You can believe whatever you want. I don't... Yes, I've had it twice. First time I got it was in January. No symptoms. Why would I need to take any drug? Pool Tal 41. Why would I need to take anything? Don't you take something when you feel like, you're going to die or something? I knew it was just a sore throat. So, do I need to take anything for sore throat? I took Tylenol to get rid of the pain of the sore throat. Did I feel like I was going to die because I couldn't breathe? No. So, there's nothing, I think I switched to Tylenol and Advil later on so that my glands would heal a little faster. But no. Why do I need to take anything? Why do you need to take anything if why you say, oh, you need this drug or that drug? Why? Why, you going to die? I mean, don't just take drugs because you feel like you need to take drugs. I mean, there's got to be a reason. I did not have anything that I felt like was a big deal. I didn't take any codeine or anything, nothing. I just took Tylenol and tea. That was it. Tylenol and tea. That's all I took. So I did take some vitamin D later on, but towards the tail end. So I'm not here to judge. I'm just giving you an experience. Some of you are really anti-vax people. And, I don't need to worry about whether you're anti-vax or not. Why are you anti-prevention? Who's anti-prevention? I'm anti-prevention? How am I anti-prevention? You mean because I don't take the drugs that you guys are saying? Why would I need it if I don't feel like it's serious enough for that? Right. I actually had ginger tea. I had a lot of ginger tea. Ginger tea is good. Why are you anti-prevention? You don't take supplements. I did take supplements later on, but, that's up to you. I mean, what are you saying? I'm anti-supplements? I just didn't have any actually at the time. Did you take some? I didn't take anything. Pool. Why do I need to take anything? I knew it was just a sore throat. from your jazz piano streams on Periscope. Homer, you're too smart but stubborn. Stubborn for what? You guys are like, you're just as bad as Fauci. You're like dictating what anyone should do. Go to your doctor and does your doctor tell you to take drugs when there's nothing wrong? I thought you were logical. Oh, so you think that you ought to take, I know, 50 of you, 60 of you will unsubscribe. The usual routine. When everyone disagrees, they unsubscribe. So, yeah, unsubscribe. I'm just telling you what it is. You don't like it, you don't like it. So, somebody's like, oh my gosh, he gave into the system and got vaccinated. I've been vaccinated since the beginning, so it's like nothing's new here. But I'm not forcing you to get vaccinated. I don't say that. Okay, I don't tell you to get vaccinated. I'm just telling you right now, though, that I did get vaccinated and it didn't help me. It did not help me. I am logical. I am medical. I won't unsubscribe because I bought your phone. Thank you, Anonymous. Okay, and you know what? I come from a medical background too. I mean, we got to have some reasoning that's based on some sort of study. You can't just make a decision based on hearsay. So in the absence of all that, I paid attention to some of these people, and I'm just telling you that it's wrong. So I'm telling you it's wrong. So any amount of vaccinations isn't going to protect you. Do I like that? No. Yeah. But it is what it is. So I've studied for 2.5 years. Yeah. So anyway, yes, I went to medical school, so I know a couple things. Not much, but I know a couple things. Okay? So anyway. One who didn't take is an anti. What logic do you have? One who didn't take is are you going to take the monk? I'm done with these stupid vaccines. Seriously. Too much. Yeah, I'm just done with them. It's like don't like rush these vaccines. Let's make sure we actually understand them first. You went to Braxology classes? It's experimental. Of course it's experimental. Of course it's experimental. So since consider me the experiment, don't get mad at me and say, "Oh, we're gonna unsubscribe for you because you're vaccinated." Oh, come on. Use me as your experiment. It's my body, not yours, right? I'm the experiment. I'm telling you that I got fully vaccinated and fully boosted, and I got it twice. I got it twice. Is that hearsay when I say that? No. I'm telling you directly. This is, live proof. I'm an actual, test case here. I am fully vaccinated. And I got it. So, conclusion, the vaccine doesn't stop anything. Okay? That's a conclusion. Some of you like it. Some of you say, you're so stupid to get it. It doesn't make any difference. Society has forced us to, it's like an ID card. You can't go anywhere without showing that you are vaccinated. You learn the hard way. Yeah, sure, learn the hard way. But in any case, who cares? It's just a sucking sore throat. Yeah, it hurt. Yeah, it hurt a lot. Yeah, it was a very rough 5 days. But, it's not as bad as having my ID checked for 2 years. Okay? I'm going to tell you, give me a choice. Do I care that I got 5 days of really bad sore throat versus checking my sucking ID and having me go to these jabs for 2.5 sucking years? Well, yeah. Well, this is California. We're not free. So, did you see what your oxygen SAT levels were? No, I don't have a. Do I have an a SAT machine here? No, I do not. I do not have a SAT machine, but obviously, I studied medicine. I can tell I can breathe quite fine. I'm sure my oxygen level was 100%, 99 point whatever percent. I was fine. When I wasn't coughing, it was fine. It was just that when I coughed, it was very painful. Okay? It was very painful when I coughed. Other than that, it was fine. So that's why I didn't need to jump and say, oh, I got to go get some medicine. Oh, I got to go get something serious. I got to go do this, do that. Yeah. I'm already fine, Starshine. I feel great. I went sailing last Saturday. So I got well on Friday. By noon Friday, I was already fine. There was a fifth day exactly. I completely recovered by the fifth day. Completely recovered. I mean, like physically recovered. I mean, I could be, if I could run, I would run. I can't run anymore, but if I were able to run, I would run. So I went to the sailboat on Saturday and went sailing by myself. That's how good I felt. I went sailing for myself. You need to isolate for 10 days, then retest. And why do I need to do that? Why do I need to do that? Well, nobody else got sick. Nobody else got sick. So the last time I was sick was last Friday. So this is Thursday now. So that was a week ago now. Yeah. So they will always check your ID. You will never be fully vaxxed. Now, that's really the point. That's really the question is, what you need to consider is, is it worth doing all this? It's like control. Only 1 week? Oh my gosh, I'm going to die. I was infected I only got, a week ago. That's really bad. False positives are very profitable. There was no false positive here. It's obvious I could feel the pain. My gosh. I felt really, really bad, and I had a home test, and it was positive. In fact, it was positive pretty much immediately. Supplements are preventative. You think you can actually prevent this? I doubt it. You think you take vitamin D and you're going to be fine? I doubt it. Do you have severe lung damage? No, I have no sucking damage. I have complete taste, smell, everything is fine. Everything is fine. I do not have anything. I don't have any negative effects. It didn't affect my taste buds. It didn't affect anything, because the one that affects your taste bud is the long COVID, not the BA5. Did you have chills and muscle? I had muscle aches. I did not have chills. The symptoms were very swollen glands, very bad sore throat, cough, phlegm, and muscle ache related to my chest. So my chest was very achy. So every time I coughed, it was very, very painful. So yeah, so that's the symptoms. So I could breathe just fine. There was no difficulty breathing whatsoever. Nothing. And I hope you don't have strokes. No, I do not have stroke. I'm telling you, I felt right after it was done with a sore throat, uh, I would like felt perfectly well. So I heard Omicron 4 and 5 are affecting the lower respiratory system, lungs. No. It's the opposite. Omicron 4 and 5 are affecting upper respiratory. 4 and 5 are the recent variants. The old variants were low. The new variants are high. So, yeah. Can you connect Bluetooth to yourself? That's like I get that kind of comment in the comments. And it's like, Zach, I'm supposed to get a MAC address from my chest. I mean, come on. Some of this like ludicrous. I mean, study some radio. Are you still isolating? Heck no. I've not isolated since. No, I have not isolated. It's a week ago now. What was the name of the vax you took? I had Moderna. Opinions may vary. Anyway, some of you are like, what does this have to do with tech? Well, it does have to do with, forcing a system that came with a lot of dead weight when it comes to rules. So they enforced some rules, and they were going to enforce it even digitally, so that they know where we were, doing QR codes and all that bullshit, and all because they wanted to know who was following, who's not following. I belong to an organization where they actually banned certain people from entering the building because they were not vaccinated. And that's an example of how you implement this. And what is the point? What are those unvaccinated people going to do? Are they going to make you safer? I'm telling you, no. No, because in my case, obviously, I got it from people who are vaccinated. And in my case, I was spreading it and I was vaccinated. And I got the worst symptoms and I was vaccinated. Therefore, why are we wasting time with this? That's all I'm saying here. We are wasting time with all of this. And it's just a scheme to manipulate us. So, anyway, now it's monkeypox, right? Yeah, so it just never ends. So, you must be compliant. Yeah, I make my own decisions on viruses and all that because, I did study medicine, and I'm not working from zero knowledge. I mean, I do know a couple things, but obviously when the science is wrong, the science is wrong. So clearly here, it doesn't take a genius to figure out that the science is wrong. So no one's going to accept that because it's bad politically. It doesn't sound good politically when you say the science is wrong, because obviously some political figures think it's all about the science. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, the science is wrong. If the science is not wrong, then I should not have gotten this with such severe symptoms. It was really, it hurt. So, right? The study of medicine is suspect. You know what, Sassy Doe? My father was very anti-medicine. My father was into nature cures and all that. He didn't study medicine. He hated medicine. My father died. So I can't think like you. Sorry. Okay, he died because he did not understand medicine, and he got diabetes. He had diabetes. And he didn't have to die. He didn't have to die. So my father died because he didn't understand medicine. So I didn't want to do that. I studied medicine. Okay, so I studied medicine, so I understand a couple things, but yeah, just a couple things. Science is wrong in this case could be potentially devastating depending what new gene they introduce into the human population. Those are good questions and unknown answer. However, I'm not a childbearing person, so it doesn't matter in my case. Okay, so if you're younger and you're childbearing, that may impact you more than somebody like me. Okay, I'm an old guy, so yeah, so I don't have to worry about that risk. You got the Rona and you know it. Yeah, I did. Ew, childbearing. Oh, you mean parents, birthing parents? You really like Rob, but this chat is toxic. Well, what's your opinion? What is your opinion? I mean, we were forced to subscribe to Control for 2+ years, and no, I did not lose any smell. I'm fine. Everything is fine. 80 is not old. 90 is not old. Okay, so it's funny. Toxic. Well, yeah, I know that I'm gonna get unsubscriptions anytime I do a topic like this. A bunch of you unsubscribes, So let me just change topic for a moment because this is the question. Obviously, no, I do not have any brain fog. Everything is perfectly fine. I was down for 5 days. It was rough for 5 days. By the 6th day, I went out sailing. I did a video on my sailing channel showing that I went out sailing by myself, no other person with me, and no other contact with anybody else. And I was perfectly fine. I sailed very far and sailed by myself. So please change topic. I was changing topic, but you're bringing the topic back. So anyway, do you wander in your neighborhood randomly? So just a cold. It was a bad sore throat. Okay. Although I'm curious, epinomium, what is your issue? I'm just curious. You don't like the topic. Why do you not like a topic? I mean, I'm just curious what bothers you so much. Yeah, I understand there are people here that have some pretty interesting beliefs, but anyway, okay. So how marine life? So now marine life has the COOF. How do you decide what science or info is most truthful? Steve V, proper science is not based on politics. Proper science is based on studies, and people prove and disprove all day by doing studies over studies, and the more you encourage that, then people judge based on the data. Each doctor will reason out each study by himself or herself and make a decision. That's how medicine is figured out. Nobody has the exact answer. There's a bit of art to it. There's not even one particular cure. Many times, many things may be solved through various methods. Some are different, and that's between you and your doctor. So often there's now a one thing fits all kind of solution. That's just the way medicine has been. So it's hard to generalize anything, and it's bad when people stop us from talking. So one of the things that I want to talk about is censorship, because obviously this particular live stream is going to be suppressed. Why is it going to be suppressed? Because the topic. So immediately after, I'm sure this will be demonetized and whatever YouTube will do. So I'm sure demonetization will come here, and it is what it is. I'm not going to go whine about it. However, the real topic I want to talk about is the fact that in the last 3 months, my numbers have gone way down. My numbers have gone way down. There's been some pretty active action on the YouTube side, and the clue is when I come up with a new video, it doesn't get circulated. In fact, you will find that it has a kind of a limit. They never share my video past 200,000 subscribers, 200,000 people in the it's called impressions. So no more than 200,000 people will see a new video that I show, meaning it's not even displayed on your home screen. So only up to 200,000. In many cases, the first day, only 50,000 of you see it. See it, not click on it. So my numbers are so low, and other people are, you might think that some other people are getting more famous then, because YouTube is sharing them, but I'm not. So it is what it is. I don't know, why. Obviously, I've been saying things that are very anti-big tech, and maybe somebody, decided to target me and say, well, we don't want this guy to succeed. So I don't know. So I have to go defensive here. I'm going to keep making the videos. I'm going to keep doing it the same way. About 77,000 of you are on Odyssey, so that's good. So I have 364,000 here on YouTube, and I have 77,000 on Odyssey. I got about 70,000 on Brax.me, and Rumble wants me to post on Rumble. So Rumble contacted me and said they want to promote me on Rumble. So question is, do I need to do that, or do I want to do that? I don't know. They said they'll do it automatically. I'm already well, Russell Jordan. I'm fine. I do not have any lingering symptoms other than the cough that's going to last a while. So anyway, I don't know if Rumble will help. I don't know what Rumble is about. Like who watches Rumble? And if I go on Rumble, does that mean you all stop watching on YouTube? Your cough sounds pretty severe. Oh gosh, Pool. Relax. Relax. I'm just fine. I have a little bit of an allergy too on top of it. Rumble is user friendly. We are Rumble. Rumble has iffy connections. BitChute is more reliable. We will still, because the problem when I go to a different platform is then the YouTube disappears, and this is the largest search engine for video in the world. So, and this is the second largest search engine. So, yeah. So, am I on Odyssey? Ruth, I am the number 7 creator on Odyssey. I'm at 77,000, almost 78,000 subscribers. Sassy Doe says bye. Are you mad at me now, Sassy Doe? I'm at 78,000 subscribers almost now on Odyssey, which is not bad. It's not bad considering I have 364,000 here on YouTube. So considering the size of Odyssey, that's pretty good. Yeah, so I am the number 7 creator on Odyssey. Is Odyssey like YouTube? No. What is very conservative? Are you talking about Rumble or Odyssey? Yeah, so yeah, go subscribe on Odyssey. But you know, at the moment it's the same content as the one on YouTube. So I always wonder if it's really helping to be on 2 different platforms. So Odyssey, Odyssee, not the spelling that you're saying here. Odyssey spelled ODYSEE.com. And I am the number 7 creator over there. So I'm there's some some big names there, but but I'm number 7. So I don't know about Rumble. I don't have any experience with Rumble. So they've asked me to go to Rumble, but should I be on Rumble? I mean, I'm not necessarily I'm not a political channel, so I am not a political channel. I don't really care about conservative, not conservative. It's more about people understanding what I'm saying about big tech. Rumble is very popular. Is it really? So many simultaneously live stream on multiple platforms. Yeah, but when you do that, it's very hard. You can't communicate because I can't read the comments on multiple platforms. Okay, so is the VPN for cell phones? Is the VPN or some specific VPN? My last video already answered that. Watch my last video if you want to answer, should you use a VPN for cell phones? Never heard of Rumble. Okay? So I don't know if it's important for me to go there. So I've no opinion at the moment. They said it'll be automatic, meaning if I tell them that I'm going to go on Rumble, I already have a Rumble account, but it's not active. But they told me that if I sign up with that the person that's trying to get me in there, then they are going to just automatically import the videos from YouTube. No, they said, oh, you are going to be on Rumble. No, I don't know. Rumble is okay, but just okay. No, I'm not saying anything. Rumble's platform is clunky. Lots of pro-Trumpers in there. Okay. Yeah, it's again, the politics is not important to me. My question is more about, is it going to benefit my channel or not? The problem is, I do feel like there's a bit of suppression here in YouTube. So I don't need any medicine. P did 2020. I am fine. I don't need any more medicine. It's another internet ghetto like the rest. Okay, so if it's all political, just run. Nothing beats YouTube. Okay, the problem is I don't really need to leave YouTube if things are okay. The problem is I am really suppressed on YouTube. I mean, I'm hardly getting any new subscribers. Mostly I get unsubscribes. You want me to try Odyssey? I told you I'm number 7 on Odyssey. I'm the number 7 creator on Odyssey. It's pretty major. Use Rumble for sensitive topics. Every topic is sensitive, so I don't know what that means. We already did the Google Pixel 6 today. Fantastic. The problem with Odyssey is I don't get a lot of views. I mean, it's if in terms of views, it's a small fraction of the views here on YouTube. Back in the day, in my peak, I was getting 1 million views a month here on YouTube, and now I'm barely getting 200,000 views a month here on YouTube. But the problem is on Odyssey, I'm getting, just trying to compute here, I'm saying Odyssey would be, I don't think it's 20,000 views a month. So that's, that would be 10%, less than 10%, maybe 8% of YouTube. So, yeah, so, I mean, considering that, I'm getting, at the time, at the peak, 1 million views a month on YouTube, and I don't get that now. I don't get that. So, anyway, I'm trying to, respond to the system here. I can just go, I'll can't do anything about it. I'll just go with whatever YouTube wants. My issue here is what exactly do I do? Is it my topic? Is it that my topics are bad? Is my topic repetitive? I'm being boring. Am I not getting through? Is my topics too complicated? So I have some cough, but again, nothing. I have some cough, but again, nothing to worry about. It's just sometimes I'll go for hours without coughing, but because I'm talking here, I'm coughing more. So you just added me on Odyssey. Thank you. So anyway, I'm partly the live stream is very important for me because this is the only time I get feedback from you guys. You can tell me whatever you want, and you can this topic isn't really related to your tech topics. This topic isn't related to your tech topics. It's quite related, because if I can't talk about my tech topics because I'm being censored, then what's the point? I'm not talking about the first 30 minutes. I'm talking about the censorship topic. So, yeah. So anyway, it's a question. It's a concern, because I have to adapt. If you are coming to me and saying, well, we're not learning from you, you're getting boring or whatever, then you tell me, and then I'll go change what I'm doing. What is the difference in what I've done in the last 3 months that has put me lower and lower in the eyes of YouTube? I mean, it was already going down, but it really went down dramatically in the last 3 months. Jenny, you got locked out of your password. The only solution is a factory reset. Jace, no problem. Everything good topic-wise. This is important. What you say guides what I'm going to be doing here. Because what's going to happen here, I'm telling you right now, this video will likely get censored. The moment I end this, the algorithm is going to say, we don't like your topic, we're going to censor it. So this live stream is going to get censored. I'm telling you right now, it's not. It's going to be demonetized. So thank you for those who gave chat revenue with super chats, because that's probably the only revenue this will get. Okay, so I'm very consistent in what I say. I'm very consistent in what I teach you guys, and and I got haters as usual. That's nothing unusual. I guess every big channel has that, and I got a lot of haters as well. But that doesn't matter. So the question is, if I'm doing the right thing with my topics and what I'm focusing on, because I'm going to tell you the fact is, when I went into topics that really delved into the real dangers of what Google does. Thank you, unacceptable. Thank you. When I delved into the topics of what Google does, those videos were never shared. So some of those big topics didn't even get like 57,000 views. And it's like, those were the topics of manipulation. And I did it twice, and twice the video was not fed. And maybe that's what caused Google or YouTube to suppress. Or maybe it's your reaction to it. I don't know. Don't mean to change the topic, but any advice for someone interested in a career in tech? Is there a place for privacy advocates in the industry? No. The problem is, in the corporate world, that's a good question, by the way. In the corporate world, you're dealing with cybersecurity, and one of the things that you will realize is cybersecurity is not privacy. Cybersecurity is primarily how to save the corporation. So there are many people angry at me because I don't, do their cybersecurity advice, because they're not really privacy. It's not really privacy advice. So privacy is centered more on the individual rights, which is not, it's not the corporate world. The corporate world is about cybersecurity, protecting their systems. They can spy on you all you want. In fact, the best cybersecurity is to spy on you. So, because of that, then you should understand that no, what I do here is definitely a service to the community. This is not the way to have a career. And unfortunately, if you want to do a career like mine, you ought to already have a career. So I don't need to do this. I already had a successful career. I already owned companies. So, I'm not poor. I started this not poor. I already had money. So if I were going to do this and say, oh, need to, I need to make a living, then I would fail. So just understand, some people say, oh, this guy's always trying to make a buck from us, trying to sell his Brax2 phones, trying to sell his VPN, trying to sell his Brax mail, trying to sell his router and all that. And it's like, you're in the Disneyland or some fantasy land if you think that that's that I'm here for the money, because it's not enough money. It's not enough money. So I do this because I actually believe in it. I believe in it, and to sustain it, because I got to pay people, I got employees, I got to to sustain it with a business. Because how do I do these phones? I'm not doing it myself. I mean, I got staff to do that. So I got staff doing the things that you expect a staff to do. Many of you know some of the staff that responds to you, but you don't know the staff that handles shipping and this, that, and all the flashing your phones. There's a lot of hidden staff that does a lot of stuff here. So yeah, and I got to pay for them. So what do you think about firewall mic blocking apps? there's already one that you can use to see what's happening on your phone. It's Glasswire. Ephenomium. You do hate the chat. You've already said that a few times, but I wish I knew what your issue is. You got to be more specific. I can't control what people say in chat, but yeah. Commercial business and info education also fine line to draw between commercial business and info and education channel. When I first started this, I gave no solutions for years. I've been doing this for quite a few years now. In the first 7 years, I gave you no solution. No solution. I just told you, this is, this is the problem with no solution. So I started offering solutions. I started, I came up with my own phone even because I was looking for a solution. And then people, there's always a hater. Oh, you're making money, selling your own phone. Well, obviously, otherwise I wouldn't have a phone. I mean, common sense. If I don't make money from doing it, why would I do it? Why would I even do it if I, obviously it's got to be, how do I pay for people's salaries? How do I, do all this? So I'm coming up with solutions. I'm not just here sitting talking about it. I want to come up with solutions. Some of you are techie enough, you can come up with your own solutions for yourself. You can flash your own phone. For that, that's awesome. I'm not going to go question you and say, you shouldn't do that. No, you should. If you can help yourself because you understand the technology, you should do that. But for the rest of you, which happens to be easily 60% of you, you're not going to have a solution at hand. You understand the technology a little bit, but you do not have a solution at hand. And the solution is something that I can provide. That's why I provide a VPN service. That's why I provide Braxmail. That's why I provide Brax2. That's why I flash phones for you. Because who else is going to do it? So, yeah. Who else is going to do it? So, anyway, so it's obviously I gotta do something, and I don't really care that there are haters who say, well, you're making money from doing this and doing that. Well, it is my channel, and I do spend a lot of time doing this, so it only makes sense that if I do it, that there's some way to pay for the services that I offer. Only makes sense. So, and I'm not here as a priest. I mean, obviously, there's nothing wrong with being a capitalist, right? So, as long as I offer a good solution. So I offer solutions. So that's what I'm trying to do. Now, I'm going to be testing the new Brax2 phone that's going to come out in hopefully a couple of weeks when I get it, because it's not shipped to me yet. But when I get the new Brax2 phone, I'm going to test it against Verizon and all these other guys to make sure that there are no restrictions, because the new version will have a registered IMEI. So the new version, well, thank you, Burn Your Bridges. The new version, yes, I pulled it out of Amazon. So if you want the phone, go to Brax.me. So Amazon is not a good platform for the phone. And let me explain why. It's related to the new version here. Here's the problem. You go to Amazon, you do not contact me for support. You go to Amazon. Then you go to Verizon or Pure Talk or Mint, and you plug in the SIM card, and it doesn't work. And the reason it does work, we already discussed this over and over, is because the IMEI is not registered, and so they say, oh, your phone is a Z10 or whatever they think it is, and so it's a 3G phone, so we're not going to go support it. Now, that's complete BS. The phone is a 4G LTE VoLTE phone, and it's completely compatible with all of these carriers, but they blacklisted because the IMEI is not registered. Now, you can just ignore that by using another phone and plugging in the SIM card and just moving it over, and then you circumvent that. But no one's going to try that if you buy it from Amazon, because nobody talks to me. So there's a higher percentage of return on Amazon. So it's just not suited for this. So I am not going to offer it on Amazon at the moment. So I took all the phones back from Amazon and I'm selling it here. I'm going to test the next version until this IMEI issue is resolved. It's really not suited for Amazon. By the way, there is no problem with the phone and IMEIs and IMSIs and all that. With the SIM cards with international. If you're not in the US, the phone, not a single issue has come up internationally. Not one. Not a single issue has. So for international use, you got COVID too, Rigerton. So for international use, the Brax2 has been perfect. So the issue has been with US carriers that have been blocking 3G phones, and if they don't know a phone, they assume it's 3G, and that's why they've been blocking this phone, even though it's not correctly identified. So what we are going to do, aside from having the new version with the registered IMEI in the next batch, what we're going to do is reflash the stock that I have now, some of them at least, because they're fine internationally, and reflash the phones with new IMEIs in the registered list. And we're like waiting for a tool to do that. If we're able to do that and the test works, then we might solve that problem. So anyway, that's the plan, at least for now. Now, for some of you, there's really no risk on a Brax2 phone. You get a Brax2 phone, and if you don't want to go through the issues of SIM cards with some carriers, because some of them are a pain, all of them are a pain. If you have that issue, we replace the phones with a Pixel. So there's you never lose, because it will always work. If you feel 2% of the phones don't work in some areas, that's the number, 2%. If the phone doesn't work where you are, we replace with a Pixel. There's no issue, and then the Pixel 100% works. So, and then you get a phone of equal or better value with the Pixel. So there is no issue at all, and everyone's happy. But I can't do that on Amazon. So, because on Amazon they just return, they don't talk to you. So anyway, for that reason, I'm not happy with selling it on Amazon. So anyway, there's really no risk, like I said. If you get the phone and you're in that 2% where the SIM card doesn't work, we exchange it. We give you a Pixel, which is something we stock anyway. Brax phone is $399. Pixels are like $80 used. Then go get one. But if you get a Pixel for $80, I don't know what you're going to get for $80. Must be a piece of crap. You're going to have to flash it. So who's going to do that for you? So I not only have to buy a mint condition phone, I also have to flash it. So we have to do the labor for it too. Okay? Okay, so anyway, carriers seem to have an identity crisis. Yes, it's pretty crazy. Anyway, no, we do not have Samsung. So which Pixel is it? We do all Pixels from Pixel 3a all the way to Pixel 6. If you can flash it, then you don't need to come to me. You don't need to come to me. I'm not important. Why are you even asking that question, Jiffer? If you can flash it, then do it yourself. I'm offering a service to those who cannot. Are you one of those guys that are going to say, oh, you're charging money for flashing, you should do it yourself? Well, of course, if you can do it yourself, do it yourself. Nobody's stopping you from doing it yourself. I do it for those who cannot do it. Okay, so insistent mind, I have not found any issue with the 4 gigabytes that the phone comes with. So there's a lot of theoretical discussion there. That, remember the phone uses less resources because there is no Google. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'm curious about ideas and topics that would interest you, that would maybe reverse this negativity from YouTube here for me. So, okay, guys, thank you. See you next time.